Hello everyone, welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I'm Catherine. Yes, my furniture transformation series is still going on, but I'm pausing just for a quick moment to introduce you guys to Tamisha of Toolbox Divas. This girl is absolutely amazing. She takes all the fear away from using a tool and she makes everything look so easy. I mean, if you're going to build something or repair something, she's got it nailed on her channel and she's very thorough with her DIYs. Here's a supply list. I love how she does that. Please subscribe to her channel and follow her on all of her social media sites. You will not be disappointed. Now, the title of our collaboration is Art Made at Home, and I'm so in love with driftwood. I actually have a large piece in the garage, and I also have a piece in a mantle in our living room. I found this piece in our mantle on the beach, and driftwood pieces can be expensive, but let me show you how you can make your own. The main supply are the driftwood pieces. They're sold in a bag at Hobby Lobby. You will get about 28 to 34 pieces per bag. So I purchased 5 bags. They come in different sizes, guys, so be careful when you are selecting them. They're $2.99 per bag. Now, what I do at Hobby Lobby is when I'm shopping for something else that doesn't qualify for a coupon, that's when I'll buy a bag based upon what's available in the store. The rest is easy for you to find. All you need is foam board, 2 pencils, a Sharpie, string, ruler, a hot glue gun, and if you want to stain it, that's solely up to you. Now, even though I gave you the option of using foam board, I'm not using it. I'm using an old sheet of plywood that's been lying around in the garage. So I took one of my larger flower pots, and it's about 15 inches in circumference, drew a circle, grabbed my little saw, and then cut away the edges. No, I did not make the perfect circle. I knew I would use my sander later to sand down those raw edges. Now, I don't own a compass or anything like that, but I do own string and markers and pencils. And a ruler, of course. So I measured out my string at 7.5 inches away from the center. You see, I made the circle. That works out. So for you using the foam, this is your solution. And then I needed to go in with my next circle about maybe 1 inch or 1.5 inches. So, having marked my string in intervals with the marker, I was able to tie off the next knot, insert my pencil again, and then I made the very next circle. Ta-da! Genius. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But nevertheless, you're going to make 4 circles. Now let's say you want to make a driftwood mirror. Take one of those mirrors from the Dollar Tree and place it in the very center. Those are usually 5-inch mirrors. Draw your first circle there. So to make this mirror, you will need to draw only 3 circles at 1.5 inch apart. And I'm using only the large, longer pieces. No mirror for me this time. I'm making wall art. Now there are 42 pieces already staged here, and I'm simply applying the hot glue. Notice how some of the pieces are longer or shorter. Just focus on making sure that the pieces line up on the outer circle edge. So the first roll is completed. Notice that the beveled edge of each piece is facing upward on the inside. Now if you're thinking about making this into a charger, I would suggest maybe the 13-inch circle instead of the 15-inch. You see the difference? Now for chargers, I would only use the second roll as a guide and notice the direction of the beveled edge. Okay, so I've staged row 3 and now I am gluing the pieces down. And this is the point where you would apply your mirror if you want this to be a driftwood mirror. Just place that down before you begin to glue. But I think it's looking wonderful. And please pay attention to the direction of the driftwood pieces and the beveled edge that I mentioned earlier. Notice that row 2 and row 3 are going in the same direction. It's just that first roll. I did it differently because it was going to cause the pieces to stand up and sort of stick up, and I didn't want that. This piece of art contains 115 pieces. I think there are 42 on the outer circle, and then 34 to the second circle, and then 21 to the third circle, 12 to the fourth, and in the very middle there are 6 pieces. Now I'm using the sawtooth hangers. You can buy them from Lowe's for about $1.67. Now if you're using the foam, then you can secure the hangers to the back with the glue. And since I'm using real wood, I just inserted the tip of the nail inside the glue before I gently hammered it into the back of my art. Now I did consider applying a very light stain to this piece. It's more of a whitewash, but our family room is going to be painted almond, and I would rather wait and see. What do you guys think? Now this image doesn't necessarily reflect all of the supplies needed, but you'll get the gist of it. Canvas, poster board, hot glue gun, spray paint, X-Acto knife, scissors, and a lever punch. Now this is my 2.5-inch punch, and I needed about 80 pieces to do a 12 by 12 piece of canvas. Now if you're into aquatic art or botanical art or anything that may be associated with nature but you like it on an abstract scale, then this project will probably appeal to you. My 12 by 12 canvas is divided into 4 equal sections. I then take my 2.5-inch circles and I place them all the way around the canvas, and then I glue them down. My overlap is about 1/2 inch. Like I said earlier, it's going to take about 80 to complete this project. So I make my outer lap, and then the next row I overlap on top of that, and then the next row I overlap on top of that until I reach the center, and then I'm done. Now I didn't have to do this, but I decided to add Mod Podge to give it a little more texture. Now to get our iridescent look, we'll use this beautiful rose gold spray paint that I got from Michael's. Next, we'll add the highlights with the silver spray paint that I got from Walmart. And once again, we'll add more rose gold just to make sure it doesn't turn too silver. You can do these in several colors. You can add them horizontally or vertically, or you can add a little bling to them. Remember, this is just a styrofoam ball coated in Mod Podge and then spray painted silver and gems applied to the top. Now you can always recycle your canvas. Let's say you want to change up the arrangement and you decided that you would like to do scales or even shingles, just a different arrangement. Just pull it off the canvas. You'll be fine. Place one of your hole punches on the very corner of the canvas. On the second row, add 2 of them. Make sure they all overlap at least 1/2 inch. Then on the third row, add 3, the fourth row, add 4, and so on and so on. Now these are 2-inch circles. It takes 110 of them to fill up this 12 by 12 canvas. Now if you'll notice, I'm making sure that I come completely over the edge of the canvas with the punches. Now this is a new X-Acto knife, and boy is it sharp. I have to be really careful. I spray painted around the edges with the gold spray paint, not necessarily in the center just yet. And then I spray painted with the copper metallic spray paint. This spray paint came from Walmart. Now it actually looks a little more rose gold, but it really is copper. I rotated my canvas while I was spray painting, making sure I painted from all angles. Now I thought that I had a teal metallic paint, and it would have been stunning on this because you would have really seen that beautiful iridescent effect. But I'm pretty sure that you can see it with 2 colors. So imagine a metallic teal and copper and blues mixed into this. It would be beautiful. Give it a try, guys. Use your imagination on a very large canvas. You will love it. Well, that's it for me, guys. Tamisha's channel, Toolbox Divas, is attached on an iCard on the upper right-hand corner and in the information box of this video. And subscribe to her channel. You're going to learn so much in a very, very short time. She is amazing and she is an excellent teacher. Now, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel and always turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay in prayer and stay creative.